Hey, what's up, y'all? Classic Kev back with another episode. Honestly, y'all, it's probably the most important episode yet because on today's episodes, I got my boy MINOS, and my boy MINOS is actually the founder of the Frescos NFT project. And guys, I'm gonna be honest, this project really it took me MINOS. It took me a minute to get it though, right? It took me a minute to get it.
Oh yeah. It was a conversation.
No, y'all, but Minos, introduce yourself. Tell the people something about yourself. What's your background in, and how'd you get started with this project?
Where do I start? I've been in the industry, in the tourism business for quite a while. From my family and so on. I've been working in all of the posts in hotels and so on, like growing up inside these businesses. While you're going there, you start growing. You know, and I ended up like working revenue management in my own hotel now, I learned like how books work, how things work between businesses and so on. So I saw how the big difference in the prices that the hotel owner gets pretty much when they give the like bulk contracts, you know, like to big travel agencies. So my idea there was like how I can connect pretty much the end customer directly to the hotel. This way, both the business and the end customer will win, because the business, they end up giving like 20, 30, 40% discounts depending on like when that person is booking, you know, like so when they do the contract, you know, like how it works and so on. So yeah, like the way we're able to bring the B2B to this B2B system into a B2C. It's very small scale at this time, of course, because there's only 999 NFTs, but this is why it's exclusive as well. So regarding the project, decided to connect the tourism industry with the NFT project Frescos. The way this works is essentially the holders of the Frescos, they are able to get specific discounts, upgrades, or whatever each business will give us. Like I said about hotels before, but we already got Shades of Blue on board, which is yachting charters. They do private yachting charters in Greece, in the Med in general, and Atlantic. There's talks with other agencies as well that I will not mention right now because nothing is announced yet. Yeah, like we're looking to expand it as much as possible. The thing is, at this point, like we wanted to do a project, and when I say we, I'm talking about myself and Abstract Potato, or Angel Fernandez. He is a Plutus pioneer. He pretty much built the back end of the project, and we are working.
Explain what a Plutus pioneer is? I'm sorry, like what that's a Cardano programmer, basically.
Yeah, it's a Cardano programmer. Basically, like I wouldn't be able to answer too much about because personally, I'm not a programmer. I'm in business. I'm in marketing. I'm doing different stuff. So I think that the first person to explain this would be Abstract Potato, actually, or Angel, whoever you want to call him.
I like Abstract Potato.
Exactly, I call him Potato, man. But yeah, like essentially, like he's an expert in what he does. Maybe you can get him on the stream as well and talk to him as well, like maybe about Cardano in general, and like how writing in Haskell is, because it's a very difficult language to code in.
So yeah, so basically, Mino, so you're leveraging your experience in the hospitality industry and the properties you own and manage. You're leveraging that to give holders you know, utility from the jump, you know, where other projects are promising crazy roadmaps. You're giving instant utility through, you know, through your expertise, essentially, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. The thing is that because it's a huge promise, and because there's a lot of promises in the NFT space, and I've seen too much stuff. I wanted to have everything set up so that no one can say like how you're gonna do this and when it's coming or this or that. You know, like no, it's already done. You know, like somebody already booked their first vacation. You know, like the first vacation from a Frescos holder was already booked.
Right.
I was. Yeah, I was almost crying, man. I was like super emotional about that because this is like we did it, you know, like we connected someone from the Cardano the Cardano world, you know, from the blockchain with the real world, and we're going to meet this person. Like I'm gonna host this person. I want to take him out for dinner. You know, like he's the first person that booked and so on. Yeah, like this is really nice to see it working. It's another thing, just like selling out the projects and other things, seeing the utility of your actually working even before like selling.
Yeah,
because this is there was only 10%. There was only 10% on the pre-sale that got sold. So like one of these people booked. So 99 NFTs are already sold, and we're doing the drop in 2 days. On Thursday is the public sale.
So in 2 days will be your public sale. So essentially, can you kind of walk us through the example you walked me through of somebody buying this and explain the utility that they're getting the second that they buy it? Because I've never seen anything like this. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like this is like real world utility. Like you're getting access to MINOS is really what you're getting. So could you kind of walk us through that?
For sure. So the way this works is that first of all, the website is frescos.io. The way you can go in there, you can see all the hotels and the businesses that we're working with. If you want to book with any of these businesses, you can contact us on Discord or on Twitter, wherever you want, as long as you're a verified holder. And what we do is we enter into this specific company's website on their booking engine, and we apply a code which you can use, and you can book this because we have already contracted them, and we know exactly what you're getting from each hotel. Of course, this has not already been updated, but since the first booking was in my hotel, and I gave directly a 50% discount for bookings in my hotel. Because like if you're not going to support it yourself, you know, like I had to do something to show that this is real, you know, like you can book now. Come to Crete.
How receptive so when you walk into other properties, right? You obviously have a sales and marketing background, so you walk into other properties. You're saying, hey, look, my hotel, you're going to get, you know, holders of this project getting 50% off. How receptive are the other hotels when you go to sell this to them? Are they, I'm assuming they jump right on board because like you said, they're doing this with the booking sites anyway. You're just cutting out the middleman, it seems.
Yeah. Some of them are not willing to give 50%, of course. Yeah, like some of them give like 20, 30, 40. It depends when. Some of them will give 50 like at specific periods. And this will happen. This will be like a close community where we will communicate between each other and say like, yo guys, like there is a discount for all the Frescos holders, you know, like from this date to this date, the discount is going to be at this point. Like, this will all come at some point in the future. We have already discussed about these things. This is pretty much the special offers that we will have for the Frescos community. On top of that, there will be some standard things. If you book in this X, you know, like this hotel might not give you a discount, but they might want to give you an upgrade. So if you book a standard room, maybe they will take you to a suite or something like this.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's a utility in itself. You know, whenever we go to Vegas or something, dude, we always tip extra at the desk to try to get a room upgrade, because your room upgrade, you know, even just being next to the elevator, you know, that's, you know, just though, and you know, you in the hotel, so all those little perks. So, but essentially, like, walk us through, like, if you were booking a trip to any of these places, it's in your financial interest to buy this NFT because the discount you're going to get is worth more than an NFT, essentially, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. And the thing is that the more expensive the property that you're booking, the more value you get out of the NFT, I guess. So it depends. Like if you're booking, for example, a 5-star property, which might cost you like, I don't know, like 4K for the week, or like, let's make it round, you know, like let's say that like the end cost, you know, of your holiday is 10K, and you get a 30% discount on that 10K in that property, that means that you're essentially earning like 3K, right? Like you're winning somehow this thing, and you still hold your NFT. So this is like we're not giving anything ourselves to the holders, like, and the hotel is not really giving anything to them. They're not taking less money than they were going to take anyway.
Because they're doing these kind of deals with the booking agencies anyway. It's just less overhead, cutting out the middleman, and we're basically becoming your friend, like in your community. We're getting access to your network, which is really cool. Now, what I really like what you did. Could you kind of explain that? So you partner with some yachting companies in the area to do a similar type of deal, correct?
The thing is not exactly, because the yachting industry, how it works over here, like I'm not an expert in this, like I know hotels, but I have a very good friend that is an expert in this, and he already has set up a company which must charter his yacht, and he arranges everything with the yacht, you know, like which route is gonna take, which whatever happens, you know, like on the yacht, because it's more private, you know. There's no standard thing. People want to take a yacht and tour 5 islands, or like keep it for a month or so. You don't know. So this is a much more like niche kind of thing that only like the yacht charter guy will be able to explain how it will work. The end thing for us is that the website of this guy is Shades of Blue. He owns this company, and the way you're gonna work with him is like he's already in the Discord as well. Like he's an investor as well. He really likes the project, and so I reached out to him and I said like, yo, you want to work together on this? You know, like you want to come on board? Like you're pretty much opening up. What he gets is like he's opening up, for example, his customer base to people that might never book with him, or might never find this specific yacht. That they would never find it at this price anyway. Because even if you go to a reception desk of a hotel, of any hotel, and you ask like, oh, can I book a yacht with you guys? I can guarantee you that there's an at least 20% commission that the reception desk will get. That's standard.
Absolutely. They do that here in New Orleans. Like they have these tours, alligator tours or fishing guides, and this is what they do, right? So you say you want to book a trip, you have to pay a deposit, and what they do, a cash deposit, and then the concierge keeps that cash deposit. You know, might be $100 depending on the tour, and that's their commission, and then they pass off the customer. So great business model. Yeah. It's basically you know Web 2. And this is now Web 3, and this is the type of incentives we get for being connected through Web 3. That's really how I look at it. But I guess what I was getting at, Minos, is that, I don't see this as just being a hotel deal. I see this being as, experiences as well. You can grow that network to not just, yachts, but any type of experiences in Greece, which, is like a #1 tourist destination in the world.
Yeah. And it's not just Chris. Like we already have Alfred on board, which is the Ginebra Hotel, the Cardano Hotel Ginebra in Barcelona. Like this is the first business to ever accept Cardano. It's a historic thing, and we're really happy to have them on board. We're in talks with people from other continents. I'm not gonna mention them. But yeah, like everything is going slow at this point, because we're really focusing on the drop. The utility is pretty much set up. We know how to get more hotels on board and more properties on board, more villas on board, but we're taking it slow at this time because we already have set up at least, like I can see here like 10 partnerships that we have, which have not been announced. And there is a reason for that, because we just announced a week ago the yacht interest, so we need to be sure that everything is working correct, that the drop goes smoothly, and we cannot overpromise before doing a smooth drop. If everything goes like in the air, on the drop, then like we expose ourselves to all these other properties as well, which we're waiting to sell.
Oh, absolutely. Under promise, over deliver, and focus on one thing at a time. I like that. Focus. So the drops this week, right? And it's only 999 of them. So definitely already an exclusive rare. What made you pick that number? I wonder. Just just a low number. You wanted exclusive.
I wanted the 3-digit number, and yeah, I like the number 999. Like, honestly, the biggest reason for me was the three digit number, because you cannot say that anything is exclusive if it's like more than that. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Anything that's exclusive is not that like big unless you're talking to a bigger audience, like, but the CNFT audience is not that big at this point, and plus I would probably go nuts if I pretty much drew 10,000. Yeah, like, because I painted all of this on hand. Yeah, I painted all of them on hand.
Oh, really? Nice, nice.
Yeah, I do this like it's like emotions, like like I just have the iPad here, and on Procreate I just like keep painting, like I'm always doing this. Even now, like, I'm doing doodles. Yeah, like, this is the reason that it went to that. Then I bridged them all to AR and so on. This took a lot of time to finish, like, each of them individually, because it's not, like one on top of each other, like, oh, this is the yellow ball, you can put it there, and this. No, each one is its own separate painting. There's no two of the same, no two are the same, because each one is painted individually.
Yeah, and that's, with a lot of these 10,000 profile picture NFTs, it's just computer generated, adding elements to them. So I think that's really unique. That's really cool. Now, as an investor, something I always like is, utility is a big part of what, the team. So it looks like y'all got a pretty all-star team. I mean, you got you know what I'm saying, which there's just simply put, there's not many people that can do what you do. You can't imitate this. Then you have Abstract Potato, a Plutus pioneer, which to my understanding is like a super programmer on Cardano. So talk to me more about the utility, though. Obviously, we know the hotel, we get massive discounts. But what about passive income? Because I know y'all working on some things perhaps to do that with boutiques to be able to sell items. So how's that going to work?
So if you go into our website, you will see that we're already working actually on our Discord. I took it down from the website. On our Discord, you will see that we have already on sneak peek. We have already shown some of the products that we will be creating. We're waiting for them to arrive actually, just to test them. We have already made them. We're firstly focusing on sneakers that. It's gonna be like the Frescos sneakers. It's like as a brand on its own, like we're gonna market it to the people of the collection. We're looking to actually make this a brand, an actual brand. So yeah, like there's a bit of legal problems, like on how exactly this will work, so that we're not considered the security, so like we will see like how the people will benefit, holders will benefit from this brand. The sure thing is that a brand like this that will be able to create a cash flow, because we're starting with the sneakers, but let me be frank, like we already have towels, we already have flip-flops, we already have hoodies, and like we're working on a bunch of different stuff, which will also go into the boutiques of these hotels. A lot of these hotels, they have boutiques, and people go there. We can go swim. Like we have the swim shorts. People buy this stuff from these boutiques. Maybe as a reminder, as a souvenir. Like they go there and they buy the flops. They will buy this kind of stuff. The more the cash flow that comes in from this, the more we can grow the company, the Frescos & Co company, and so the more like growth the project might have, that's pretty much it regarding the merchandise and like the I cannot say passive income because like we are still like sorting out exactly how this will happen with like a staking mechanism, or like there's a bunch of different ways to do it. We're just looking at the optimal way to
Yeah,
because this is still coming, you know.
And for those watching that don't know, the SEC is scrutinizing a lot of these projects, because you don't want your project to be deemed a security, which is actually interesting because if you go on Investopedia and you look up what the definition of a security is, it's a fungible asset, right? And NFT by definition is non-fungible. So it's that, and again, that's not going to hold up in court because I think where it gets confused is that if you're receiving some type of recurring revenue from this, then it is deemed a security the way a stock would pay a dividend. So that's the regulatory framework that's still getting figured out. But y'all do have attorneys that's on that, so that's definitely still
yeah, and we're not really looking into like how like there's many different ways that we can work with this. Many different ways. Like one of the things that we thought about, for example, was like how the people will benefit, like to do more giveaways, like on the like on to the holders, like if the company is doing well, like why not go forever on a holiday, or like mint NFTs and pass them on to the people that win the giveaways, and if they want to sell them, they can sell them, and they can make a little bit less than what they want. Like, so if you win a 2K holiday somewhere, you can get an NFT that is like says like 2K holiday in this specific hotel, for example, and then you can put this on jpg.store, you can put it on Epoch Art, wherever you're selling, and someone else can buy it, maybe for 1,500, maybe for 1,800, maybe for something less than what you got, and it's still a win-win situation for both of the people.
Yeah, and Minos, what I've seen other projects do similar to that is come out with a second collection, right? And that second collection may be, a 10,000, 8,000 higher collection. And what that second collection's real job is, you give that or whitelist to some of the holders, but that second collection is more to sell to the masses. So that's something that almost you could sell in the boutiques. Have like, hey, you want to buy an NFT with some type of augmented reality, like that would be cool. And this initial set is just for the OGs, just for the people who believed in, this is like the second set would be more just basically building off the brand, right? That's what some of the other projects are doing. And then what some of the other projects do too is where you could combine the NFTs to make, something else. So, it's really like such a new space. There's so much innovation that can be done, but y'all got the hard stuff figured out, man. That's why I decided to get involved, because y'all got the hard stuff figured out, and frankly, y'all, I'm not just saying this. I've never seen an NFT project with this type of utility. I mean, this is just a unique team. It's you're a unique guy, Abstract Potato. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something about this project that really resonated with me. That's why I wanted to get involved.
It took us like I've been working on this since July, and the NFTs were pre-minted actually in 2021 because I was insisting on that. I wanted them to be minted in 2021. I wanted to pre-mint everything so that we're gonna have a much smoother drop as well. Yeah, Abstract created the faucet, and it's all custom. It was all made custom. Yeah, like regarding the second collection or so on, there's not gonna be any more minting under this policy. This policy is already locked for more than a month already, and so we cannot pretty much touch it. There is thoughts about a bunch of other stuff. We're looking at. We also partnered up with David or Faye Lofen, as a lot of people know him. His project is AI Epilepsia, the AI Epilepsia project. Like he's an amazing artist. And yeah, he's taking over all the metaverse stuff that we are planning on doing, because, like, of course, we will be taking everything into the physical world regarding all the wearables that we're making. But since we're taking them into the physical world, and metaverse is pretty much like the hip thing to do now, and maybe it's something that really grows big. We decided to take that direction as well, and so that we will be able to have our own like meta clothing, like call them meta Frescos or whatever, like inside the metaverse.
Oh yeah,
we're not.
You could buy land in the metaverse, and it could be like a Fresco's kind of hangout in the metaverse.
That's yeah. We will do this anyway, but we will be able to sell in the metaverse.
Yeah.
To sell so that you can wear the Fresco shoes in the metaverse. So you can wear the Fresco hoodie in the metaverse, and we can make it augmented reality. We can make it moving already because it's the metaverse. Like, it's not the physical world. We can make it super trippy. Like we can do a bunch of stuff with it. So yeah, like we're looking at a lot of different things, and like my vision would be like to have everything that we have on physical to be able to have it on the metaverse, because this is going to be really nice. And when I say metaverse, we're not locked in on Cardano, right? Like, we're really not locked in on Cardano. Like, I'm not like, I don't like tribalism. I want the blockchain to succeed, and I want this people to understand what's happening here. So what we decided to, the direction we decided to go, is see, like, okay, if there is a working metaverse on Cardano, when we are ready, we will sit there. If it's not, or even if it is, and we see that, okay, we can put also on Sandbox and put them on Voxel, and we can put the Decentraland as well. Why not? Like, we have nothing to lose. And all of this, of course, is going to be all a combination of whoever holds is part of the team, pretty much. Like, this is the exclusivity and the sharing kind of situation that we wanted to create with Abstract Potato. We're creating something that we want to grow with this exclusive community that will come over. And see where it goes. It's so everything is a gamble. Like, you never know. But we wanted to make it as safe as possible, because right now, let's say that everything fails. Like there's no metaverse, there's no shop, everything goes to like shit. Like, it goes down. Well, you can still book your holidays.
Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't think of it like that way, because I do think that maybe a lot of investors do think that the metaverse, what it's gonna be in the future, maybe a little further away than what they think. So again, Frescos NFT has real world utility from the day you buy it, right? So so the mint's gonna be next week. How much is the public mint gonna be?
The mint is this week. It's on the 10th.
On the 10th?
Yeah. On the 10th, and it's 99 ADA per NFT.
99 ADA. So it's crazy how affordable the NFT space is on Cardano. And it really is a tight knit community. Yeah. It's affordable. It's a really positive, really tight knit community. That's kind of what drew me to the space. But definitely some fascinating projects. I mean, just the creativity, from people like you and some of these other projects I invest in. It really is. It really is fun.
There's some amazing projects.
What's that?
There's some amazing projects There's some amazing projects building on Cardano. Amazing, and most of the really good projects are under the radar.
For real,
you have your blue chips, and of course, I love them. But there's some really like niche, small collections, and some amazing artists that are completely undiscovered.
Minos, somebody posted this on Twitter, and it really hit me. They said, just because an NFT project sells out doesn't mean it's a good NFT project, and just because an NFT project doesn't sell out at Mint doesn't mean it's a bad project. So like that really is true, because I think what you're starting to see is more and more, a lot more NFT projects just kind of fly by night, get celebrity influencers, pay them a bunch of money, pump and dump, rug pulls. I mean, you really are seeing a lot of the worst type of business happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, whenever you're as an investor, you gotta find utility. You know, you have to invest in projects that have solid teams with solid utility.
You know, for us, it was always about that. You know, like we were not trying to build hype. We were saying that from day one. We don't want hype. The reason is that we are already offering what we are promising. We're not promising it. We're offering it. So like we're already offering our utility. So we don't need someone to say, "Oh, amazing this or amazing that," and because the thing is that it's already working. We don't need to sell out the project so that you start getting your utility. You understand? Like there might be 800 NFTs sold out of the whole collection, and still you can book your holiday. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, we need the other 200 to sell out. No, book it, man.
Are y'all, MINOS, are y'all looking to add to the team though? That's one area I do think that y'all could do. You know, just add some just auxiliary pieces, some role players to the team to help you kind of build this out. But you got the two. You know, like when you're playing the Monopoly game for McDonald's, you need the Boardwalk and Park Place. And one of them's real hard to get, and the other one's, you know, in every Happy Meal. You got the two hardest pieces to get, you know, you and Abstract Potato. So it's just probably kind of filling in some of these auxiliary pieces to kind of build out your team.
This is the reason that Fail often joined the team as well, so that he can take an active part as an art director in the whole metaverse scene, you know, like that we will be building. On top of that, yes, we are in talks with a bunch of people. As I told you, you know this already. Like we are in talks with lawyer, and we are looking to do everything as, you know, like to the like as correct as possible, you know, because it's still a very gray area, you know. You might step on something that like you were not expecting, and then it backfires like a couple of years later or something. You don't know. It's a very, very tricky space, so you need to be very careful. On top of that, we're talking to a marketing strategist so that she can take over everything regarding marketing. I understand marketing. I know marketing. I have done it for many years, but you cannot be everywhere. I cannot be everywhere.
Unfortunately,
yeah, like this, you know. The thing is that I totally understand that even now one of the biggest advertising marketplaces is Pinterest, which I have very like odd knowledge about, I would say, because I only used it for a couple of projects when I was into the e-commerce stuff, and it went pretty well. But then, like, I need someone that's an expert on Pinterest. I need someone that's an expert on Instagram. I need someone that's an expert on Twitter and so on, so that they can build the engagement properly. They can engage the people. They can do this, so we can focus on doing our stuff, so that I can focus on getting more businesses on board. And we're not looking, as I told you, only at hotels and yachts and whatever. We're looking at restaurants. We're looking at anything that someone might want. You know, if I don't know, like if any big company wants to like give a special offer to these 999 people, might as well, you know. Like we're not gonna say no. So that's, yeah, like it's yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's the opportunity I see. That, like, obviously not just the hotels, but being able to go to big restaurants or just other type of businesses and saying, hey, like, what, we have a base that we can bring to y'all. What can you offer us? The restaurant might say, oh, well, look, you know what? We usually have a wait on Saturdays. You know, your holders, if they come on Saturday, they get a table right away. You know, just any type of utility, exactly. You know, it's just like icing on a cake.
Stuff that the concierge will do. Just the stuff that the concierge will do at the hotel.
Exactly.
And if you go to the more exclusive hotels, the easier it is to pretty much get you the table at that Michelin restaurant you want to eat at, you know? So the way this pretty much works is that, yeah, like you can... It's not nice to give a discount, you know, in these restaurants, but it's nice to get a better table, you know. It's nice to get a complimentary wine or something like this. So even these small things, they still make you feel special, you know, like being able to book there does mean what others can't.
Guys, and Minos is being modest when he says this. I come from the hospital because I, had an ATM business, so I dealt with a lot of big hotels in New Orleans. And let me tell y'all something, these concierge, these top concierge, these hotel owners, these big hotel managers, they run the city, right? People answer their phone calls, they make stuff happen, and it really is impressive to watch. You'll see like somebody trying to get a room at a hotel and it's booked, and he'll say, hold on, let me make a call. Make a call to the nicest hotel down the street. All right, they got a room for you. Like, wait, what? Like, that's just how they work. That's just how they operate. It's really impressive.
And this is how it was easier for me as well to get other hotels, because I already work with them. When my hotel is booked and I'm overbooked, I will send this guest to another hotel, which they will fit them in. They will find a way to fit them in, like wherever it is possible, And this is how it works in the industry. We all know each other. Even if you're in a big city, the hoteliers pretty much know each other. Because this happens. Because you will meet. You have the same problem. If tourism goes down, you're in the same boat. So yeah, this is
yeah, it's kind of like that's kind of the vibe I got, where it's like, you would think that these hotels are competing against each other, but they're really not. It's like a brotherhood, like a fraternity, that y'all are part of. Now, what was blowing my mind is like, dude, you thought of this, and they have, multi-million-dollar top hotels with giant marketing teams and PR teams and advertising teams, and they didn't put this together yet. They didn't think of this, and they're gonna see what you're doing, and they're gonna be like, wow, we messed up. This is brilliant what y'all put together.
The thing is that they are already doing it on the web too. If you think about it, each hotel has its own loyalty, membership, base and so on. So in a way they are doing it, but on a web too, and coming into crypto for them is something very difficult and like unconceivable at this point in time. But it's still here, and we're here, and like we're DJing on any project that comes out, like I just made a verb there, but yeah, whatever. So like they are not gonna pay attention to this. Like maybe we might see a huge chain, like I don't know, like I'm not gonna say names, but like maybe we will see a huge chain saying like, yo, now you can buy our loyalty membership, like at this price, and you will get a super exclusive, like it's not gonna be just a loyalty membership card, you're gonna be like the NFT holder of the loyalty membership card, and you're gonna get extra perks in our hotels in this chain or whatever. But I don't think this is anytime coming soon.
No, they like the regulatory and legal framework that you're having to go through on a small scale. They have lawyers and attorney teams. It'll take them years to put it together. And you know what? I'm not going to say any names of hotels, but do you guys really think that the big name hotel brands are going to put together something that is advantageous for the everyday consumer? No. It's going to basically be like you said.
The lawyer will say no. The lawyer will say stay away. Their lawyer will say this: stay away. It's not good for business to take this kind of risk, and it's understandable because these are huge and established businesses. We're talking about the huge hotel chains, like. They don't need it. No, they don't need it. They get their bookings already. They know exactly how this works. The only reason for them to do something like this is extra publicity and saying that hotel chain X just entered the blockchain. Yeah, that's it.
They love those buzzwords to say, this hotel's coming out with an NFT, but you could best believe the utility of that NFT will be maybe a hair better than, like you said, the loyalty programs they already have. Because why? They're making all the money. They have the name brand. They have everything. Why? Why give back?
They don't need to. They don't need to do it. They don't need to do it.
It's brilliant what y'all doing, man. It really is brilliant. And again, man, me and Minos sat on a Discord call, and I was like, wait, and he had to keep explaining it to me. But then I was like, okay, wait, I get it. And what was wild is I called some of my buddies in New Orleans that have hotels, and I was telling them about you. And they kind of had the same aha moment. They had the same aha. They were like, whoa, that's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Because they know the benefits they have as hotel owners, right? They understand that that utility is not available to everybody. That what you have in Greece and through your connections, like I'm assuming you could like you talked about this too. You could walk into a hotel in Vegas, talk to the manager, and set up a deal for holders, right? Because you know how to talk to them. You know what you bring to the table.
I will probably send them an email.
Yeah.
It's too far.
Yeah, you know what
it's too far.
You know what you bring to the table, and then once you have this community built, once you have, say, 999 of us, and we're all, people, influential people, or people that, have different skill sets, now the community is really going to start contributing, and it'll get really interesting because, like I said, I could put you in touch with hotels in New Orleans that we could add to this. Like, it's very interesting.
Exactly. We can open it like this because maybe you want to go to a hotel and get a better discount. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, maybe if they can book it and I can get a 20% discount off it. It's not a 50%, but it's a 20, and it's something. Like there's many ways to look at this regarding the marketing. For example, like as you were saying before, regarding the marketing part of this, there's gonna be 999 people, or actually no, we don't know how many people it's gonna be. We know that it's going to be 999 NFTs, so probably 400, 500 people from what I understand, if you think that each one will hold 2 or something. Mm-hmm. But these people, when they go on holiday, they will take pictures, and they will tag us because it's good for them as well.
Absolutely.
It's good for the blockchain to see, to show that. To show that, like, it's good for the blockchain to as a guest, use your NFT to travel there. So they're gonna talk to the other people in the hotel and say, like, yo, like, I just booked it. Like, how much did you pay for this? Oh, I paid, like, I don't know, like $1,000 or something. Like, oh, I paid 500. How the fuck you paid 500? No, I bought the NFT from the owner of the hotel, or whatever. And this keeps creating something. Yeah, like this is. And I remember the first time we talked, I told you about this, that. There is nothing stopping us from having even just a small tablet, like or a computer there, and saying, like, this room right now costs, I don't know, $3,000, but if you buy this NFT, you get 20% off, 30% off. If the NFT is up for $500, then you're making money.
Yeah,
just by buying the NFT and booking the hotel as well. Like there's many ways to look at this.
Oh yeah, especially somebody, if it's their first NFT, they're gonna be like, well, I've been hearing about these NFTs. Yeah, I mean, I save money. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. So I think
there's nothing to lose. Why not?
Yeah, no, and I think it's cool. Like you said, you're partnering with the first hotel to accept Cardano. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. That's the kind of businesses you want to be a part of. Businesses that are innovating, you know what I'm saying? Because I'd imagine within the next year to 3 years, you'll have a lot more businesses accepting cryptocurrency. Because I have I'm in the background of payment processing, POS systems and stuff. So as far as accepting cryptocurrency, it's basically a software update. I mean, it's nothing for them to have a gateway. There'll be some fees, but a gateway to transfer, crypto into a fiat.
It's not difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not that far away.
You can even add it anywhere. You can add it on booking engines. I already have it added in one booking engine. I'm testing it. But like these different things saying, like, I can accept crypto in general. It's different things saying I can accept Cardano specifically. Because businesses have been accepting crypto for quite a while already. I have been accepting Bitcoin since, I don't remember, 2018, 19.
Do a lot of customers pay in Bitcoin? A lot of customers pay you in Bitcoin?
No, but they are happy to see that there, like, and I'm happy to strike conversation with them as well, like oh yeah, Bitcoin, like the people that come over, they get excited and they're on holiday, they're more talkative, so yeah, like it's you always get like nice conversations with them. But I received maybe two bookings, yeah, with like that came over and they paid just for fun. but just for fun. You know, just because like, oh yeah, I can do it, you know, like, but yeah, it's very tricky, you know, like paying with cryptocurrency. You need to check like what the price of your crypto is at the time. Like maybe you should
So
not sell at this
volatile, you
time,
know.
and like yeah, like
Your
it's a
hotel
different
price
thing.
had
Like
changed
paying,
15 times in 10 minutes.
yeah. So yeah,
once the market,
for us, it's something like this.
yeah, once the market, you know, once mainstream adoption starts to happen, you'll see a lot of these prices level out, and you know it won't be as volatile, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the most important thing for it is to be seamless, in my opinion, to be honest, so that the people don't really understand that in the back end they're using the blockchain.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
this might be coming in the next 10 years, like not anytime soon.
And that's really what the important thing is that, you know, like the legacy systems we currently use for, you know, credit card, debit cards, it's just a outdated ledger system, that the blockchain is just the evolution of that. It's just a better way of recording transactions, of keeping, you know, a immutable ledger, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about making that a seamless process to the end user, you know what I'm saying, where it's as simple as it is now with Apple Pay, where, you know, or Venmo. So and that's coming. That's coming. That's the evolution from Web 2 to Web 3, and that's all coming. So Minos, again, man, I'm super excited, you know, to be a part of this project. A lot of people have been buzzing me about it. You know, I kind of slept on it a little bit, not gonna lie. But then once, after I talked that first time with you and a couple of my other friends, I was like, wow, like I gotta be involved. So next week's the week. Are you excited? You know, you excited for the launch?
I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. I hope everything goes smooth. Like now that I see that it's coming up in like a couple of days, I'm like, oh, you know, like it's a little bit, you know, like nerve-wracking. I was talking to Abstract Potato. He's having the exact same feelings. But yeah, like, look, this is like our first attempt to do something like this. We're doing our best, and yeah, we really hope that everything will go smooth on the mint, so that we can continue presenting more and more stuff like right after. I'm looking to present a more complete website of how the store will look right after the mint. So I'm working on this in the last week. The designs are already done. Of course, there's more designs coming. There's a lot of designs because like each of the Fresco can get like so many designs, like on different angles and this and that, like from different ways. So yeah, there's already some of them are there, and we will be uploading the demo of the store. It's not gonna be working yet, but we might do a special kind of thing, so that if someone from the community wants to help us test the products, we will give them a way so that they can go in and they can order, so that this will be like limited edition or something, you know, like just testers or something like this, so that we can see like, okay, are they you know, like shoes for everyone, you know? Somebody might tell us like, oh no, this shoe is shit, you know, like don't use this sole, or because this is all, we can change these things, you know, like it's handmade, the shoes. So we want to see like how it gets delivered. We're waiting for a big package to get delivered already, but I want to see how much time does it take to get delivered in the US, how much time does it take to get delivered in the UK, how much time it takes to go to Germany, and so on. From the many different places that our collectors are in, because that's like where I guess like the majority of the people ordering these products as well will be. So yeah, like we're hoping that the community will help us with that. We're not going to be making any profit out of this. It's just for testing. And yeah, even if they can't, like we will just absorb this extra cost and test it on our own.
Well, look, yeah, again, Minos, real excited for next week, you know, to launch. I hope everything goes smooth. I know Abstract, my boy Abstract Potatoes, working right now, you know. Hopefully he's not stressing himself out too much. But hey, and everybody watching, I will have all the links to this project in the description of this video. So make sure y'all give him a follow and check it out, because y'all think this is gonna be a truly blue chip CNFT project that, you know, it's definitely been on my radar. But Minos, anything else you want to leave us with, my brother?
Honestly, I think we covered pretty much everything, man. And yeah, like I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really happy to get to meet you, and it was really nice of Joel to get us together. You know, like he's been talking to me about you for quite a while. You know, like from before we talked the first time. And when he came up and said like, oh yeah, like he told me like to see it, and like, okay, let's do it. You know, like let's talk. Yeah, because like I'm not really pushy about this kind of stuff as well, because like we're focusing on getting our shit done. As I told you, there's no marketing strategies right now. We're doing the marketing ourselves. So yeah, like there's so much stuff to do that we cannot be everywhere. So yeah, we said no hype, just work and see where it leads us.
Yeah, growing organically. I love it. Well, anyway, y'all, make sure y'all give Minos a follow and definitely jump in on that public mint, join the Discord, all those things. Anyway, y'all, I'm Classic Kevs, my boy Minos. Y'all have a great night.
See you guys.